Hello, everyone, and welcome to NEECEE Lexy. I am super excited to be having a wonderful guest with us here today. His name is David. He is the founder and a leader of the HYCF, a registered youth lead organization that helps immigrate communities in Malawi. He also, through his organization, they aim to eradicate any gender bias, empowering youth, help underprivileged families, as well as working with community to foster change in Malawi. This is such an honored interview to be having with him because I love to be having in contact with people that are basically doing impactful and social justice issues. And today we have our very own David, straight from Malawi, here at the studio. Welcome, David. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. And yeah, how are you doing that side?
I'm good. Thank you. And welcome to NEECEE Lexa. I know this is your first time here being on NEECEE, and also to our Canadian audience. We are welcome
Yeah.
you. So before I dive in a little bit deeper to know about the stuff that you guys are doing, obviously with the organization, I just wanted to get a little bit background of who you are and what you do apart from that.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, as well put in your introduction, I'm David Ghambi, and I'm the founder and leader of Helping You Community Forum, which is well known as HYCF.
Yeah, actually, in order to improve the future of my country, Malawi, because I'm a true son of the soil of Malawi, and in order to improve the future of my country, I work with the international volunteers, partner organizations, and donors. And my focus is on the topics empowerment of women and girls, gender equality, climate change, education, but also water sanitation and hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
I want to develop actually a vision for society in Karonga, Malawi. And for this vision, I try to work with the international volunteers, partner organizations, and donations.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And I did notice, obviously, in your social media, you guys mentioned your vision is to achieve at least about 70% of free of social health and climate impact by 2030. That's a huge goal and impact, obviously, and I wish you to reach that level. So how can other people who are outside of the country to be able to help you reach that goal? Because that's such a ambitious goal that you have.
Yeah, so we are actually open for partners all over the world. Like, we are really looking for partners, people who can join our cause. Like, currently I've worked with other organizations from Poland on economic empowerment of women. We are also currently working with Upstate University from the USA, New York City. They're trying to help us. So we are actually open. We're looking for partners all over the world, like, to join us, help us accomplish our goal, because it's actually a huge goal, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're trying hard to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, the 17 SDG goals, we're looking for partners, people who can be able to join us accomplish our goal.
Awesome. Sure. And then what does that process look like? Would they have to just kind of send you an email and then you start the process, or there's like a form that would have to fill?
Oh yeah, so we have our page, and our page explains more about this process, whereby one has to go through a certain form whereby you sign your details, because the world is also full of scammers. So we want to know who are the real people. So yeah, there's a form to sign, provide all the official documents, and then we have to see. Like, I think we are also really working into what we are working. So yeah, they're worthy to be our partners. So we have our Facebook page. They can follow us through our emails and our website. HYCF. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And obviously, doing such a big mission, it takes a lot of teams and it takes a community effort to be able to reach to that level. Can you take me back as a child? Where did you always kind of think about, I want to just be kind of, doing some social civic work? Or how did you even get about kind of to start this or even creating the foundation?
All right. Yeah, let me share my story because it's actually something that inspires me to use my story to teach and inspire other people.
Mhm.
So I'll say that as for me, my educational background in community development, because I have a bachelor's in community development, and also the experience working with other organizations like local organizations in Malawi, has really equipped me, and with a profound understanding of like building a community wherever and whenever possible. So I'll say that also lack of employment in Malawi, it's a huge thing that is affecting Malawi.
Mhm.
You'll find out that most graduates are just moving with papers in town, and it's really frustrating when you look at it. Even I myself, currently as I'm saying, because I'm a young leader of this organization, I have many people that have sent applications like requesting for job, internships. So that alone is a challenge, and it's really affecting every citizen of Malawi. And so I strongly believe that everyone has a talent, but it just takes the time when to realize yourself. So as for me, something was really moving within me that I think I can do this. I saw the challenges that are affecting my community, and then I saw the gap that is there. I thought of I can accomplish this, I can do this. So that alone really, yeah, equipped me with the knowledge and skills. Soon as I started this journey, I've learned a lot within the journey, and I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning a lot. I can say that I successfully applied for the Young Leaders
Mhm.
Academy, which is by National Democratic. It's more of like a youth fellowship programs, which brings all.
Hello, you still there? Hello? Hello? Your mic is mute.
Oh yeah, so I can say that.
You stop at bringing youth and things like that, so you can start from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I successfully applied for the Young Leaders, Next Generation Young Leaders Academy, which is run by National Democratic Institute. So this fellowship brings about young visionary leaders in Malawi. And among these young visionary leaders, I was among one of the selected leaders. So I've been able, to learn more, and there's always moved me forward to build the confidence and raise my motivation. Do this. This is your. Hello.
Yeah. Your camera changed around, but yeah, you said something about raising motivation and for the youths, making sure that they're able to kind of make some impact in the society. So I love the fact that you're able to use your own lived experience, and you're able to kind of like not only be passionate about the project, but also have an educational background and understanding what's the missing gap that you'll be able to foster, and closing that gap with the program. The other thing I wanted to ask, obviously, you probably have worked in so many projects with the organization. What would you say is one of your most memorable project that you're like, oh my God, we actually did this, and this could be bigger than what it is. So how that one project that you did and kind of got you excited about the next project?
Yeah, like 2020 was a year which everyone knows it was war against war, whereby you couldn't, everyone, almost the whole world, everyone was complaining. It was the COVID times of COVID. And then during that time, I was able to connect with my ambassadors, international volunteers, and they believed in my ideas. And we worked on a very successful project that I'll never forget till up to date. And it really made an impact in the community. That is more of providing, removing barriers for girls' education. That is, we managed to build a change house for younger girls, for primary school going girls, the ages of 14, to 19. We built a change house for them to be using when they're doing their menstrual. So also we managed to teach them about sexual education, SRHR. We also managed to teach them about menstrual hygiene, stuff like that. So it's one of the projects that has made an impact, because when I look at the gap that was there in the first, when I look at the gap, we find out that the rate of absenteeism for the girls was 7 times higher than the rate of boys of the same age attending classes. But now you find out that the girls are beating the boys. They're attending classes now. They never miss classes when they menstruate. So it's one of the projects that, when I look at it, the successful results that I get from the community, it really puts a smile on our face.
Wow. Yeah. This is actually very amazing. I'm actually very inspired to just kind of, hear about the impact that you have towards girls. Me being a girl, obviously, I wish that was something that was kind of brought as a young, obviously being in Canada, this is something that they teach you at a young age and kind of like to help close that gap. But it's very important even down in the diaspora in Africa to have this stuff implemented. And I love the fact that you were able to kind of like, see there was an issue, fix the issues, and kind of like allowing the community to be aware of and providing them with education to understand that there's a bigger issue that we can resolve as a unit. This is really it's amazing. Congratulations on that. Like that's something powerful. So what other project are you working on apart from that specific one? What are you guys currently working on?
Oh yeah, so currently we just accomplished one project. Again, it's under the same theme, that is removing barriers for girls' education. This one we're teaching about consent. Like, they have to make wise decisions. They have to be able to make wise decisions as they're growing up. And again, we're working on a project that is funded by Upstate University, that is building a community resource center, whereby we want to be airing our voice on issues to do with sexual violence, gender-based violence, and also climate change issues, because women currently, as I'm speaking, they meet under a tree in our community. So we want to build a resource center whereby they'll be able to meet in the resource center. And again, we'll be able to provide after classes education. They be able to teach them English classes.
That's really important. It says teach a woman, you will teach a community. So that's very powerful. Thank you so much for making that impact. Even though I don't have to be a Malawian to know how important that is for a woman to have that importance of education, but really this is a really big thing you guys are doing down there. I also, one thing I wanted to be able to kind of understand for any young individual out there in Malawi or in Africa or even here in Canada, that if they wanted to consider on becoming an advocate for such social justice issues, or even like opening an organization like you, what advice do you have for them so that they can create something very successful as well?
Oh yeah, so I will share my story. I'll share my story, the steps that I've been through, the things that I've seen. The most thing that I can share with them is they have to trust the process, and then they have to be consistent. It's the key, they have to take. In the first place, it's a journey, and sometimes you can feel to a point where you ask yourself questions. Why did I even start this? But then when you look back, you see how far steps you've taken. You don't have to give up, You have to believe that. You have to trust that. You have to trust the process. So as for me, I can say that I've been through these steps. And again, networking is very important, networking. So they have to be able, to spend much time, play on the internet, network with people. They have to speak about their work, because as a leader, if you don't speak about what you are doing, people will not know you. So you have to share your story. You have to tell people that I'm doing this work, call for networking opportunities. In that way, things will open. The universe will respond.
Wow. Yeah. That's really amazing. I love the fact that you mentioned consistency, because for me, as a business owner, if you're not consistent, people just not kind of take you serious. And that's why you need to have that consistency going on. even with the quality of the work, and networking is a huge thing. I do have a show that is apart from the live that interview we do have a boss up with me that kind of covers in the networking and the benefit of networking, because even as a young person coming into the industry, you need to be able to have collaboration with other people. You need to be able to speak, and that's what kind of gets your even like the ideas out there. Without networking, it doesn't work. So I love the fact that you're able to cover those two important points, and I feel like it will be very beneficial for those who are listening in. One thing I wanted to know is, so for those who wanted to find you on social media and also to connect with you, talking about networking, where can they find you?
All right, yeah. So we appear in all the platforms like Instagram. We have our Instagram page that is, if someone searches HYCF or Helping You Community Forum, they're gonna find us. We have on Instagram, we have about 782 followers, and we also appear on Facebook where we have over 12,000 followers. So they're gonna find us HYCF. They'll find us more. We have a YouTube channel. We have Twitter. We are on Twitter or on LinkedIn. They'll find us on all the platforms when they search. When they search in Google, we also appear in Google. So yeah.
Amazing. I love that. Very modern way of so Google it, and I also make sure that I post all the link in the description below. So for those who wanted to get in touch with David, you guys can find all the information. I'll be linking into our podcast here below as well. So before we depart, David, is there any like last message or last important information you would love to share with us regarding your project or anything else?
Oh yeah, for those that would like to support my initiative, I would greatly appreciate. And yeah, they follow our Facebook page. They can hit in my inbox. In our inbox, we'll be able to get back to them. If some are looking for partnership opportunities, we're open. And yeah, also maybe a message to young leaders who are upcoming and starting their own initiative. Yeah, they should never doubt the work of their hands. They should always believe, trust the process. Sure. Thanks.
Thank you so much, David. It was a pleasure having you here. So feel free to come back anytime. Once again, this is David, all the way from Malawi, with his very own platform that is helping youths and girls from Malawi by providing them with climate change, youth empowerment, gender equity, and health and well-being. Without further ado, we would love to stay in contact, and also for those who wanted to support him, go to his social media and get in touch with him as well. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Perfect. Thank you.